Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Ware Wendell, and I respect the time limits. I understand I have 3 minutes. May I give one of my 3 minutes to Mrs. Bohart so she may finish her thoughts about the children at her church?
No, if you can, just advocate for your own testimony, and we're going to take all written testimony necessary.
Yes, sir. My name is Ware Wendell. I'm the executive director of Texas Watch. We're a nonprofit, nonpartisan group that's fought for the rights of consumers, including policyholders, since 1998. We are opposed to Senate Bill 10. We've heard a lot about the TDI data. I want to talk about all of the TDI data. You have written testimony from me. It looks like this. And I've given you quite a bit of information here. We oppose Senate Bill 10 because it's these legal protections that are on the books right now are the last line of defense for policyholders. The insurance companies have all the power over us. They write the policies, they take our premiums, and then we ask them to help us in our time of need when we're most desperate. First, I wanted to point out, Senator Zaffirini, I know you get to the Capitol. I know she reads everything.
She does, and she had another appointment that
certainly
she had
understand.
To, so she apologizes for not
at all. I was just going to say this is the biennial report from TDI, and it makes recommendations to the legislature. It says nothing about a Hale litigation issue. I want to point that out. Number two, if you'll turn to the first page of my written testimony, right here, I have pulled from TDI data the profits that the homeowners companies in this state have made in the time that they've been crying crisis. Over $4.5 billion in underwriting profits. I then pulled from the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, where I once served as a consumer liaison, the figures showing how much money they made after taxes, including investment income. Texas homeowners insurers have made more than their counterparts around the country in this time that they have been saying that they've suffered a crisis. Very important to understand. Also, right underneath you'll see I've listed from the Insurance Council of Texas, their own information, the storms that we've been hit with since 2012. Huge storms hitting populated areas. If you'll turn the page, this is pulled directly from the TDI report. This is page 59. It shows that there has been a 10% reduction in the number of paid claims in the time that the insurance companies say that there's been a crisis. They are paying fewer claims. The next graph shows you that they do not reopen claims until you have to get an attorney. They won't listen to you. They don't reopen the file. Only when you get an attorney does that number rise to 51%, and when you're in a lawsuit it rises to 77%. The next page shows you that those who were denied ended up having to go to an attorney. I have 2 seconds. I yield the balance of my time.
It's in Washington they do that.
Unfortunately, we're sending these cases to federal court, Senator Estes. I share those concerns.
Appreciate your testimony. And how would you define profit in that?
Yes, sir.
And I'll ask one last question.
Very good question, sir. These are taken from the quarterly legislative reports that TDI issues. And so they list the net underwriting profit or loss. That's a fancy way of saying the amount of money that the insurance companies collect in premiums versus the amount that they pay out. It does not include investment income, which is a huge part of the business model for insurance companies. It's why Warren Buffett likes to own insurance companies, because they make a lot of investment income. But this is just underwriting profits, which understates their true profits, and it's over $4.5 billion since 2012.
Thank you for your time. Senator Whitmire.
Ma'am, what were you going to tell us about the church and the children? Please, do it.
We have a preschool, and
just tell me what you were going to say.
Okay. I was going to say that the insurance company totally ignored the fact that we had a preschool within the building and would not take care of the contiguous repairs that needed to be made, which they created.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.